Then Creon wants to kill Antigone in front of Hymen. This doesn't happen. Then he spares Ismene, which shows a potential real evaluation for how awful my spelling is there. Initial decisions. Good job, English teacher. So he spares Ismene. He decrees that Antigone is to be locked away in a cave / a vault with a portion of food. This way Creon won't be responsible for her death. And just as a side note, what does this sound familiar to? Think back to Oedipus. Finally, the audience perceives Creon's pride through refusing to reevaluate and hear other viewpoints. So all of this should be on your diagram here, but I need you to add one more thing. Above all of this, above Hymen, above Creon, above the Kapow, we have an audience, because this is a play. So we're going to see what the effect of all this is. So, being in technology here, I have the ability to do one of those. So when I bring in my ear into this, the question that you're answering right now is, what effect does this have on the audience? What effect does all this have on the audience? If you're stuck on that question and answering what effect this has on the audience, look to your notes on Greek tragedy and what the purposes are. So take a second and reflect on that while I'm giving myself some space to write. Okay. So, the audience experiences pity and fear because they could or would behave similarly regarding pride and rash decision making. So the audience feels pity and fear because they think, I'm afraid of acting like that. I feel bad for these people because I empathize with their humanity. This purges negative emotions, shows a turn of fortune for the people involved, that something is going to change. It's a divine warning. Do not break the moral code. Do not exhibit egregious pride. That's what it was for the Greeks. And it shows reverence to the gods. So you could put all of those things in your little ear, because that's really what the effect of this very high action scene has. A father and son go at it, and they both have their flaws. So I recognize that this might have been difficult to squeeze into the block day, and perhaps you needed to continue into next week, so maybe I'm here. Maybe you're not even hearing this recording. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. I invite you to discuss the following at this point. Discuss comparable situations where a hot-headed person would not, could not, or will not yield to reason. So I'd like you to take a second and reflect on this in your own life. Can you relate to this tenuous, precarious, that means sort of a delicate balance, facade of a persuasive argument with someone's temper that just ruins the whole thing and there's an aftermath? Discuss a comparable situation where you've interacted, or you know somebody who's interacted with a hothead who wouldn't yield to reason. Are you ever that person? Let's give it a chat. Thanks for playing. I hope you like the diagram.